Bitcoin is getting close to bursting. It's been stagnant for a while. It's time to pay attention. We've got significant action happening in the price action with the indicators. We've got our pressure cooker, and we're going to give a key update on a 2-week chart with our momentum. All of that and more in today's video. Hit that subscribe button. My name is Steve, or should I say Santa. Happy holidays to you and your family. I currently have Santa's mustache inside of my nose, and for the first time, no bullish hair in my videos. But happy holidays to you and your family. I hope it's going to be incredible. Hit that subscribe button. Let's jump into the charts. If you're new here, we just cover the facts in the charts. Normally, we're not in Santa gear, but we're in holiday spirit, and I hope you are as well. So we've got what's happening on the price action here. We've got a low here and a lower low, right? And we wanted to give the latest update. We clearly have bullish divergence. There's no arguing bullish divergence. What is bullish divergence? That is when price is making a low and a lower low, and the indicators are making low and a higher low. Essentially, the indicators are doing the exact opposite of price action. What often happens is when price goes down, the indicators go down. When price goes up, the indicators go up. On rare occasions, you'll have the opposite happen, which is divergence. Sometimes there's bullish divergence, sometimes there's bearish divergence, there's hidden divergence, and there's all sorts of other divergences. But for today's video, we'll keep it simple. We have bullish divergence, no arguing that. But what's very, very interesting is what's happening over here in the RSI. So since January of 2021, so for the past 2 years, literally for the past 2 years, we've been following this red line as resistance. We made a low here or high here, and then a lower high, and another lower high, and another lower high. And we've been having major resistance from this red line here, right? For the past 2 years. At the same time, we're forming this bullish divergence, and we're trying to continue making higher lows, right? We made a low here and a higher low. We want to continue making higher lows, but that would mean that we would literally have to break this line that's been our resistance for 2 years. So something has to give. We want to give the latest and greatest update on this pressure cooker situation that's happening here for Bitcoin. But something's got to give. Either this line that's been our resistance for 2 years, or we're going to null and void our bullish divergence that Bitcoin has worked so hard preparing since June. Then since the middle of this year, we've been preparing this bullish divergence, right? So we're getting to the spot and to this end here where literally we don't have any room to go. Either this red line is going to break, or we're going to break this yellow line, which would null and void our bullish divergence. All right. So there are some clues in the charts, right? We still have the MACD rising. That's looking great. And again, Santa has beard in my mouth and in my nose, but I am dedicated to you. And by the way, I just want to say, I hope you've appreciated. I'm a man of my word. I told you at the beginning of this month, I was going to pump out a lot more videos than normal to give back to you and to our community and to celebrate the holidays. And we've pumped out all sorts of videos this month, so I hope you've appreciated it. And if you're new here, welcome in. We covered just the facts and the charts, not my emotional opinion, and we help you make better decisions in crypto. We don't take paid ads. We don't have sponsorship deals where we have to promote things that turn out to be scams. We promote everything that we built with our 2 hands that are proven to help people make better decisions and get closer to financial freedom. So what's down here is a little bit more interesting. Our stochastic RSI on the weekly, right? What you see here is our blue line is on top. We like that. However, we're starting to point down with our red line pointing up. It's getting close here. We're very close to some action over here. We want this to maintain bullish, okay? We want this to maintain bullish. It's looking like it's trying to cross down potentially in a bearish cross, which means our momentum will be heading down. We'll keep a close eye on that. Our MACD is heading up. Another thing to pay attention to with the stochastic RSI is our divergence, right? We had a low here and a higher low here. If this does cross down, we're going to want to hold support on this yellow line while breaking out through this red line. All right. And we'll give a quick update on here as well. But I want to make a very, very clear picture that something has to give for Bitcoin here very, very soon. And if you ask for a time horizon, if we look at our pressure cooker situation, we don't have a lot of time, right? You can see that potentially a little bit after Christmas, we'll be closing here. And then, at the very, very latest, we can get into like January 9th, but there would be a small probability that we're still in this pressure cooker situation on January 9th. Very, very small probability. There's a higher probability that before January 9th, we're either going to break through this red line or break down through this yellow line. I'll give my take at the end of the video on what I think is going to happen in this pressure cooker situation. You probably already have your theory as of right now, given the facts and the charts, right? But there's a lot happening. And we also had a candle this past week that closed bearish, right? And again, it wasn't a major, major candle, but it will affect the price action here. And you can see we've had a little bit of momentum to the downside since then, which is affecting our stochastic RSI pointing down. So we had some bullishness come into the market, which was overshadowed by some recent bearishness. But overall, we're trying to maintain this trend of this bullish divergence. One clue that we can look for is the stochastic RSI on the 2-week chart. So the stochastic RSI on the 2-week chart proves to be legendary, right? As soon as we have the blue line on top, back here in 2018, we went from around $3,000 and up to 14K. And then we had a cross down in the stochastic RSI. So a lot less false signals on these higher time frames. And the reason that's important is we did have a moment in time where Bitcoin stopped being bullish and had a cross down, but that was quickly reversed. And we still have our bullishness in the 2-week stochastic RSI. So this could potentially be influencing what's coming here. Okay. So what you want to watch out for in the coming weeks is you want to, if you are bullish in Bitcoin, you want this stochastic RSI to continue up. And it's really good for Bitcoin because at the same time, we have falling prices. So this pressure cooker situation, Bitcoin has been relatively stagnant for 6 months, which is phenomenal for the market, right? You want to build this and continue building this incredibly strong base, okay? And I know somebody in the comments is going to be like, oh my goodness, every video I watch of Steve, he's got the bullish hair. And is he now bearish? He's wearing this crazy Santa hat and he's got this huge beard now. Is he still bullish? I think I'm a realist. I'm a Bitcoin realist. I talk about the facts and the charts. We want to continue building this base. We want to continue building the pressure of this bullish divergence, and we want it to withstand. If it breaks, and we break this yellow line, and we break this yellow line in the RSI, we could very well null and void all of this bullish divergence that we've been building for 6 months. But it's going to come down to our momentum. Is our momentum going to continue rising while price continues to fall? That's the key, right? And what you want to look for in the chart is structure. You want to look for probabilities. There are no certainties in the chart, but I'll give my honest take. But again, I just wanted to say, as we round out the year here in the crypto space, just thank you. Thank you for your continued support. I'm trying to put out videos that actually help people, and I'm not trying to take money to promote all of these different things. People are always throwing money at me, and they have been for 5 years in this space, and we've never taken a dime. We always stick to what we believe in. We always promote things that I literally built with my 2 hands that's proven to actually provide value in people's lives, and we will continue to do that. And thank you for your support over the years. I really appreciate it. Now, for my thoughts on the market, we've got to look no further than this chart here. It looks like we're going to continue this process and we're going to be riding up to this red line, and that's going to be our deciding factor. It's too early to tell what's going to happen. There are some wild charts in the stock market that are saying we could have some turmoil in 2023. We will cover those in due time. But this is going to be an interesting situation. I can't predict what's going to happen. We don't have enough facts in the charts in front of us right now to make an educated guess, but it's going to be very, very interesting. I'm going to have my popcorn ready. This pressure cooker situation, it can't last until January 9th. It's very unlikely. So before then, we're going to have either we break through this red line and our bullish divergence pops and we start to move upward, or we're going to avoid and null and void all of the bullish divergence we've been forming for 6 months, and we will plummet in prices. So those are the only two options on the table. Both of them are relatively extreme, because once a pressure cooker actually pops, that's when things really start to move. So hit that subscribe button, leave a comment down below. Happy holidays to you and your family. I'll see you right back here on the next video. Do you want to know when to buy and when to sell? Click this video right now.